My name is Grace Okafor. There was a time I did not pray to God. I operated from the other side, the side many of you are fighting against in prayer. I was part of gatherings where human destinies were discussed, where we monitored prayer, not physically but spiritually. I saw prayer altars. I saw people crying to God in the night. I saw those who fasted, those who sowed, those who believed. And one thing used to confuse me. There were people who prayed prayers carried power. When they prayed for others, miracles happened. Barrenness disappeared. Sickness left. Doors opened. But when those same people prayed for themselves, nothing moved. No answer. No change, just silence. And I used to ask the elders in the kingdom, why is it like this? And what I was told is what I have come to reveal to you today. There are hidden blockages. Not everything is about how long you pray or how loud you shout. Some answers are delayed because something is standing in the way. Today, I will expose 5 hidden blockages that stop your own prayers, even when God is using you to answer others. Blockage 1: unconfessed sin and hidden compromise. Let me begin with something many people avoid: holiness. In the kingdom of darkness, we were not threatened by noise. We were threatened by purity, because a clean life carries authority. The Bible says in Isaiah 59 from verse 1 and 2, "Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, but your iniquities have separated you from your God." Do you hear that? It is not that God cannot answer. It is that something is creating a separation. Many people are praying, but they are living in quiet compromise, secret habits, hidden relationships, things nobody sees, but heaven sees. And in the spirit realm, nothing is hidden. You can pray for someone else, and God answers out of mercy. But when it comes to your own case, your life becomes the evidence. I remember there were times we could not touch a person, not because they prayed long, but because their life was aligned. And there were others who prayed even more, but we still had access because something in them was still agreeing with darkness. Blockage 2: foundational covenants and the altars. This one is very deep. Some of you are fighting battles that did not start with you. Things spoken before you were born. Things dedicated over your life as a child. Altars your family served, knowingly or unknowingly, and you grew up, started praying, loving God. But those foundations, we are still speaking. The Bible says in Psalm 11 verse 3, "If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do?" In the dark kingdom, we relied on foundation. Because even if you pray, if something underneath is still active, it resists your answers. This is why you see this pattern. You pray for someone and their breakthrough is instant, but your own life feels resisted. Not because God has rejected you, but because something deeper must be uprooted. This is where serious prayers and sometimes deliverance becomes necessary. Blockage 3, the condition of your heart. Let me tell you something many people don't realize. God does not just listen to your words. He weighs your heart. You can say the right thing in prayer, but carry the wrong things inside. Bitterness, jealousy, unforgiveness, pride. And these things block spiritual flow. The Bible says in Mark 11:25, and when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive them. Do you see that? Even prayer can be paused because of your heart condition. I saw people whose prayers were powerful for others, but their own answers were delayed because inside there were wounds they refused to release. You cannot carry anger and expect peace to flow into your life. You cannot hold people captive in your heart and expect God to release you. Blockage 4, spiritual inconsistency and the weak altar. Consistency matters in the spirit. Many people pray, but they don't have a stable altar. Today, you are on fire. Tomorrow, you are cold. 1 week, you fast. Next week, you disappear. And in the spirit realm, your altar becomes weak. The Bible says in 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing, not occasionally, not when you feel like it, without ceasing. There were people we monitored, and we knew when their fire dropped because their spiritual activity reduced. And that is when attacks increased. But when a people is consistent, even before they pray, their altar is already speaking. You may pray for others and see results because in that moment, your faith is active. But your personal life will require consistent fire, not occasional bursts. Blockage 5, divine timing and spiritual warfare. Now, listen carefully. Not every delay means something is wrong with you. Some answers are delayed because they are being fought over. The Bible says in Daniel 10:12-13, Daniel prayed and heaven answered immediately. But the answer was resisted for 21 days. That means your prayer can be heard and still be in progress. And also, God works with timing. The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:3, though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. Sometimes God is preparing you. Sometimes He is building your capacity. Sometimes your testimony is too big to come too early. You see others receiving quickly, and you think something is wrong with you. But your path is different. Your assignment is different. Your timing is different. Listen to me. If God is using you to answer others, then your life is not rejected. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. There is just something God wants to correct, remove, or align. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to go deeper. Check your life. Check your heart. Break every agreement with darkness. Strengthen your altar and trust God's progress, because the same God who answered through you will answer you. And when He does, your testimony will not be small. It will be undeniable. If you feel this message is for you, do not scroll away. Take a moment and pray and declare this with faith. My prayers will work for me. Write it boldly, because your season is about to change.